Hi, friends. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy, aka Live at the Stexy with Steph Sabraw in the house. 150 miles ain't got shit on us, yo.
Nothing.
What? Guys, Brett Hankinson, Miles Cosgrove, Jonathan Mattingly arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor. That makes day 13, I believe, on this show alone. But many more months to go, or from, hopefully not many more months to go. Jesus Christ, how many fucking days can go by?
Yeah.
Were you the one who told me the other day that you're trying to swear less?
Yeah, a little bit. Still swearing.
I don't think I'm helping. I don't think that
I
don't think I'm making that better or easier. Definitely, my swearing has been through the roof.
It's more about trying to make my vocabulary even better than it is and add more words. So if I can use a better word instead of a cuss word, but sometimes the cuss word is the best word.
I agree with that. I've always agreed with that. And so have my parents. And I think that's really why I was fucked. Because, like, what are you going to do when your parents are like, for sure, the best word to use in this sentence is shitballs. For sure. Like, for sure, we know that to be true. So swear all you want, guys, especially if you're home alone. Say it loud, say it proud. We got a lot going on the show today. The most important thing that we have going on the show today, though, is that we are talking about our show tonight. We have an amazing episode of World Girls coming tonight, which is Wednesday, if you are watching this after the fact, at 6 p.m. Pacific time on this channel. There will be a live episode of World Girls, and every single Wednesday for World Girl Wednesdays at 6 p.m. for the month of August and the indefinite future, we will be bringing you guys an episode. We're doing the 3 live episodes a month, and then the last week of the month will be that produced episode. I can't believe we're really doing it. Shitting in the street. We're really doing it.
I can't believe it. I'm so excited.
I know, me too. We were texting last night, and I have to be honest with you guys because tonight we're doing World Girls Give Astrology a Whirl. I think Darina has nothing to hide. Steph and I seem more nervous. Like I don't want Steffi, the astrologist, the medium, to say, Rox, you're going to live like a really short life. And also you should not be in Los Angeles. Like, what do I do? Like, cool. Thanks, Steffi. I mean,
I know I saw that you were curious about Los Angeles. It's true. There's certain things maybe I don't want to find out, but
I know, because you asked pick a city that she needs to explore for you. And of course I picked LA because why would I not? This is the city that I need to know about.
Yeah.
But was that a lame answer?
No, it was smart because we're here for a reason. We always talk about this. We're not in LA just to shit around. We're here to make moves. So if we're not making moves here, then that could be a problem.
So what I do like about what you just did is, like, clearly the phrase is fuck around. And you were like, okay, so we're swearing still, but we're bringing it one step down. We're not here to shit around.
We're not here to just shit on the streets, okay?
What did my friend that you met, Dan Farragle, the Aussie friend of mine, he uses an expression, we're not here to eat spiders or something like that. I don't know. To all the Aussies in here, what is the expression? It means the same thing. Like, we're not here to fuck around. We're not
maybe because they have crazy insects over there.
We're not here to like eat our spiders or something. There was some weird expression he used and I was like, what does that mean? So if you guys know, let us know. Speaking of you guys, thank you to almost the 100 of you guys who are in here live watching the show right now. Please give a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go over to the World Girls YouTube and please subscribe. Steph, geez, your internet was perfect prior to the show. And now I feel like you are breaking up a little bit.
What?
I don't know. Are you guys seeing that or am I just seeing? I think you're good. No, I think you're good. I think we're back and better. I don't know. Like, your movements are PC.
Oh my God. I will.
No, but now you're good. Now you're
good.
Okay. Wait, why is Mohammed saying what happened to my other arm? Oh my God, it does look like I'm missing an arm.
Oh my God. Whoa.
It's just right here.
Yeah.
I don't even know why that's happening. Okay, Rob K says we're not here to fuck to
Fuck
Foucault.
spiders.
Do you think that means to fuck spider? We're not here to fuck spiders. What does that mean? Okay. Wow, this arm thing is really interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know the magic of filmmaking. Let's also get into the super chat, the Streamlabs, and all that great stuff. But like I said, go subscribe to the World Girls if you have not already. And if you do, then I will make sure that we give you a shout out on the show. It's just youtube.com/the World Girls. When Jake or PLD or Brandy or one of our amazing mods is in here, they can hopefully throw up that link. In the meantime, Bryce Ratliff says predictive astrology and tarot are a bit more flexible than that. It shows you the path you're currently on, so no matter is said, you can change it. Okay. But this isn't like regular astrology. This is like a whole astrology chart reading, right?
Astrocartography.
Astrocartography.
It's like a new wave. She's called the Spirit Sis. She's super cool, and she's like, this is a new thing that she's doing, and it's been pretty awesome.
Jake said, I already put it in there twice, Rock. Sorry, Jake. Of course you're doing your damn thing. Me trying to describe to Jake last night what we wanted as an overlay for the new World Girls episode while I was a little bit on one. Poor Jake trying to deal with me as I was like, I said to him, flush it to the wall, left on the flush wall. He was like, what the fuck is this chick talking about? So everybody, as much love as we give Jake, believe me, he deserves 15 times that amount.
Speaking of World Girls, we did just get confirmation that we will be able, Steffi Hill, our Spirit Sis, will be taking questions from the Streamlabs as well. So,
oh, that's great. So that is streamlabs.com/the World Girls. If you guys want to start putting in questions for tonight's show, that will be really great if you do that over there. And we'll make sure we get to all of those. In terms of Streamlabs for today's show, which also, by the way, I don't even think I said what we were talking about. We're talking about a ton of stuff on the show today. Some political stuff that was fucking confusing to me, and Steph is having to break down for me like always. I mean, I understand a little bit, but also what the Sally Yates situation.
It's weird.
That video was bizarro. So we'll talk about that. Because does she despise Donald Trump? Does she not like him? Biden is not going to the DNC convention due to coronavirus concerns. That's concerning to me. University of Connecticut, UConn canceled their 2020 football season. They're the first major university to do this. I wonder who is going to follow. That's a really big deal for colleges. Jake Paul's house was raided by the FBI. There's a lot of different conspiracies about why at this point. Also, there's been rumors that there is military there. What is real, what is not? I guess we'll try to decipher this situation. And something that is probably as exciting to you guys as I think it is to Steph and I, Mulan. Mulan's coming to Disney Plus. I know we didn't think it was going to happen, but it is happening, which means that we will be able to see it. It's for $29.99. All of these tweets going around about like, will you buy this or will you wait? Fuck yes.
Take my money. Take all my money.
My money. Of course, I'm spending the $29.99. I've got this outdoor projector. Obviously, Steph is coming to sit with me. That's $15 each. That is the price of a movie ticket. Are you kidding me? Done.
Yeah, if you watch, that's exactly right, Rox. If you watch it with one other person, you're paying for a movie ticket.
Yep. Wow. Why does she say yep like that?
Yup. In the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Some stuff coming in today. Let's see what's going on right now. What's today? The 5th? It's August 5th, 2020.
When she doesn't know the date. Yeah. Anthony Perez in here said, Roxy, the golden goddess of the interwebs. Wow. I hope the day is treating you all right so far. We are, why can't I read? We all know how hardworking and smart you are. Thanks.
Facts.
Just curious, when you were in school, what were your favorite subjects and what did you excel at? Math? History? I was pretty good in school. Obviously, like in terms of the other subjects, I was really good in art and theater. I I placed out of math my freshman year of high school.
That's
Literally, the
bullshit.
last time I took a math class, I was 14 years old. And I was in junior math as a freshman. And then I never took another class again. So I was pretty good with math. I was really not good with science. Something about chemistry. I don't know, just something about that I had a really
The
hard time with.
mitochondria.
Yes, yeah, totally. I was I was decent in history because I was really interested. I love history. I want to know everything about, Steph, I'm the most curious human being. So when it comes to history, this is real shit that took place, and everybody says you can't. History repeats itself if you don't know what happened. So I loved history, but definitely my strongest subject was English. Have always been a writer, and I love to write. The reading part, not so much. The reading has been
Yeah.
hard for me. My sister's dyslexic, and I don't think I'm dyslexic, but I definitely have some cognitive reading slowness. That's what it's called. CRS. I just
You could
invented it.
100% work on that if you really wanted to.
Maybe, but I'm really slow. It's
Do you
why
know
I
your
struggle.
strengths?
Yeah, I am a slow reader. You guys hear it on this show all the time, but I'm just not a great reader. So that's been an issue. What was your strongest regular class stuff?
English. Yeah, English or history. The same thing. I
Mm,
loved history class.
so cool.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hated learning about like wars and things in like the 1400s because I was like, fuck this shit. But from anything from the 1800s on, I was so interested in because it's not that far away. Just crazy how
Yeah.
not far away some of the most egregious things that have ever taken place happen. I mean, just that blew my mind. Uh, Track Stars in here in the super chat says, can't imagine if that happened in LA. Let's help out Beirut explosion. Thank you for putting this up. Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday, of course, on the show, and we can continue to talk about it today. And Steph, I know you've been posting about it from your Instagram. This
Yeah,
is so fucked
I
up.
didn't realize I still have family all over Lebanon. We haven't been able to get a hold of all of them actually.
Steph, I had no idea.
Yeah, so it's been a little bit stressful. We think that none of them were there and that they're just like really busy, like stressed right now. So we're hoping to get in contact with the main contact in our family who's living in Canada to see if she's gotten in contact with them.
Oh my God, I had
Yeah.
no idea. That
Yeah.
is so stressful.
It's so bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's
But
horrible and it's heartbreaking, and especially to be happening in 2020 where like this planet is not equipped to be dealing with any more things than we're already dealing with. And Lebanon and Beirut specifically have already been struggling with more than just COVID during this time. So,
well, that's what's so interesting. I think we're actually seeing a physical blow up in many different countries. This one was actually a physical manifestation of a blow up, but of an explosion. But you see all of the underlying things that caused it. The political infrastructure is trash, and what they've done with the people and the refugees is absolutely trash. And I think like now we're all paying attention. So hopefully we make good out of tragedy and things can change there.
there's a lot of people who are still unaccounted for.
Yeah.
Children, firefighters, horrible things, and like you're talking about, I think the only way to make any kind of lemonade out of a horrible situation like this is if we do change things.
Yeah.
This is fucking atrocious and horrible.
Yeah.
So thank you to Track Stars for putting that in, and anybody else who wants to talk about Beirut or has any comments, just let us know because I think we'll be talking about it for a little while on the show. This doesn't seem to be something that is going to be resolved in a quick amount of time. There's a lot of people that are starving there now too, especially because this cut off a main food supply for a ton of people. So that's fucking awful. Did you see the was it a video or image of the bride who was taking her photo?
That's like a moment in history. I just don't even know how that happens. But side note, she is fucking stunning, and I hope that she's able to celebrate properly soon.
Me too. Bryce Ratliff says astro charts are advanced, but you can use them as a jumping point to change yourself in life. They're more for introspection and growth than prophecy. See, I know nothing. This is why we're giving it a whirl. because I know
Exactly.
nothing. No knowledge in this.
Nothing.
Car in the Streamlabs. Hi, Car. Hi, Roxy. I've never have the time to watch your streams live, but I love watching them on the playback later. Oh, she said this at 10 in the morning, or whoever Car is, or they. You should check out Stargirl. It's really well done and just fun to watch. Hope your day is going well. Your daily streams always cheer me up. Thanks, Car. I really want to watch Stargirl. I don't know what has been happening that I haven't. I'll get to it at some point, I swear. I hear it's good. Hitman Hudson in here says, Steph, why do most witches seem to keep their powers on the DL? Is it because men already struggle to cope with how much better women are than men as is? Also, does Anthony Fauci have BDE? Please discuss.
Hitman Hudson, do we need to recall what happened in Salem? We can't put ourselves out like that anymore. I will be damned if I'm burned at the stake. We can't do that.
Very good point.
We have to keep a low profile. But yes, Fauci has BD for sure. And anyone who talks shit about him doesn't know what they're saying, because he's not said any lies as opposed to the people he stands on the podium with. And all he's done is just tell us what he knows.
Yeah. His
Why
job.
does he have haters?
Yeah, I don't know. And he probably never thought when he signed up for what he signed up for that he would have any haters. Like, why would anybody dislike me for what I'm doing? What?
I'm just reporting what I know.
Science, facts. Okay. Glenn Caesar, thank you, Glenn. As always, you're amazing. He says, hello, Roxy and Steph. Love you both. As always, thanks for hanging out with us today. Wishing you and all the Rockstars band a sunshine-filled rest of your Wednesday and hopefully some fuck yeah news. Sending lots of bunnies to you all. Peace, love, and hugs. Thanks, Glenn. We love you.
We love you.
Weston Ira says, in Stexy we trust. How are you ladies doing today? Why should we defund the police? A Black family of women in Aurora, Colorado were detained at gunpoint by police who thought the car they were in was stolen. They were going to a salon. We need to change. I didn't hear that story. Did you hear this?
Oh my God.
Where have I been?
It was awful. They had...
When was this?
This was 2 days ago, I believe.
This is so crazy how much news there is, and I'm like,
I know,
up to date, and I just missed this.
You're constantly up to date, and that's how much shit is going on and like how much access we have. But yeah, they suspected a stolen vehicle, so they pulled over this car. A family of 6, I believe, 3 very young kids, had them all face down on the ground as if they were some high-profile criminals. And found out it wasn't. It was a false alarm, and it was really unfortunate. Sorry, I'm getting this. It was absolutely ridiculous. And it's like, although they were gentle, there wasn't like any like harsh grabbing or anything. I watched the video pretty closely. It's like, why are they on the ground? They are children.
So
the kids were crying.
What was the car misunderstanding?
It was a motorcycle. It was a stolen motorcycle, a completely separate case. There was a flaw in.
But I'm saying, whose car was it? It was their car?
Yeah, their own car. It wasn't stolen.
Yeah, because no shit. But like,
Yeah.
what? How could?
Yeah.
And also, Colorado is like as blue of a state as you get, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's very liberal. And fortunately, the cops weren't aggressive, but other than putting them on the ground, and nothing serious happened. But
why are they on the
that
ground?
the kids
They're children. Why?
The kids were crying. It was traumatic, and I'm sure.
No shit, I would be crying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you can't sit the kids on the corner. That's why they have no proper training. It doesn't make any sense why you would handle a child like that.
And why can you just pull somebody over and do that when they are in their own car?
Yeah, I don't know. Those are the reasons why we need to change.
Patrick said Colorado is not very blue. I thought Colorado was super blue.
I think they're a pretty liberal state. They might be purple, I guess. So parts red, parts blue. But
I've only ever been to Denver and Boulder, which are like 2 of the most liberal ass cities. So
straight up.
They also handcuffed them. The kids?
I don't think they handcuffed the kids.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't see that. But Oh wow, did I miss that? I thought the kids were just on the ground with their hands in the back.
Noah says they handcuffed the children.
Oh geez, that's even like, what is wrong with you?
Oh, Spider-Man says Colorado used to be blue and is turning Republican heavy. Interesting. Wow, I'm not up to date with my Colorado news.
Yeah, same. You
But
guys
like,
smoke weed. Why are
that's the thing.
you?
It doesn't make sense. You love the outdoors. You're all about like loving each other and hippy dippy weed smoking. Where the fuck are the red people? I mean, like the red Republican people.
You're probably ones like, this devil's lettuce, get it out of my state.
Yeah, but what Mike is saying in here, blue or red states, it doesn't matter. That's the point that I was trying to make. Like, I thought that they were a very liberal state, but this is fucking happening everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
California is a relatively blue
Yeah.
state, and
LAPD is the worst.
yeah. So,
One of the worst.
G says Colorado isn't liberal; they just have weed.
Damn, you'd think it would cure, but I guess weed even has its limitations.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if people smoked it more, then they would be chiller. Mulan's moving its position, its placement, its visibility, whatever that word is. It's just moving to Disney Plus. Were you surprised to hear this, Steph?
Yeah, I was. I thought
was
they were
too.
going to wait it out. I
Me
really
too.
thought they were going to wait it out. And I think it might have to do with, I think Disney just took the biggest plunge in their income in the first like 20 years. It has to do with theme parks closing and all of these streaming sites and that. So I don't know if that had to do with it, because they will make a lot of money this way. And maybe that they're just realizing what the future really looks like. We're not going to have a vaccine for a little bit longer, so they kind of have to make do with the properties that they have finished.
I will say that this, though, if they knew they were doing a streaming movie, I think they would have made a different movie. Like, streaming would do very well with a soundtrack. Like this, we know that they're not using any of the original songs, and that they are doing some underscore and tones from the soundtrack, but there's no, like, can you just imagine people at home during this time singing "Let's Get Down to Business" or like rocking out to some
Game over.
Yeah, so I feel like if they had known, and obviously they couldn't have known, then probably they would have created a different movie, because one of the big things about this movie is supposed to be the landscape and the way they shot it, which I think was half in New Zealand and half in China, uh, maybe half in Australia and half in China, but it's supposed to be visually unbelievable. And now half the people are going to be watching this on their 6-inch cell phones. So that's, I think, probably something that they are bummed about. But at the same time, I do think they're going to make a ton of effing money along with this, because who at home right now, you guys send bunnies. Are you going to be spending the $29.99 to watch Mulan? Send bunnies if you are, send hearts if you will not. Bunnies for yes, hearts for no.
I spent $20 for the Pete Davidson movie, because it's like, I just want I want that feeling of watching a new movie with my family or you or my roommate. So
Yeah.
I think that anything I would do, really.
Well, interesting. Jake Acavetta, Brandy, Matt, you guys are all sending hearts. So you will not be spending the $30 to watch Mulan. So what's the alternative? Is it going somewhere after that? Bryce is sending bunny, so he will. Legault sending hearts. Matt sending hearts. Kate sending hearts.
Wow.
There's no Disney Plus here. Wow. Noah with the hearts. Thunder God. Zadius. Lauren sending bunny.
I get it. It's not cheap if you don't have people to split it with. I do understand that.
Well, I think that one of the things people are saying that they don't have Disney Plus. So do you have to have Disney Plus, and then on top of Disney Plus you have to spend the $30? So it's really more money than that.
But you could get a free, I think there's still 30-day free trials.
And then Matt says waiting till it's on regular Disney Plus. I wonder when that will be taking place. No, they took away their free trial before Hamilton, so that you couldn't.
Come on, Disney.
I know. Yeah, Noah Demon says can't afford it, barely continue to support you, Roxy. Oh, Noah, breaking my heart. I get it. If you can, try to with a bunch of people. That what I'm going to try to do is if you can split it with people, and then like, because I use my brother's Disney Plus, which he uses with his wife, and then if he buys it, then I have it, and then there's 3 of us, and then if Steph comes over, there's 4 of us. I mean, we try to make it away so it's $5 a pop if you can, because I get it, $30 during this time is a lot, but if you can make that $30 less, and I hear it's really good too. I hear it's really good. I'm sharing it with my mom. Andrew, that's great. That will be really fun. Disney is losing money. Yeah, we'll see. If this is not successful for them, I think that right now they're using this as a little bit of a test for Black Widow, as we've talked about. Even though that's an interesting theory, because usually their animated to live action reboots are the thing that do the best for them. In terms of Lion King and Aladdin, both fucking slayed at the box office. So Mulan, we thought was going to be $1 billion movie. So it's not like a small one to do a test on. But if this doesn't do well, what do you think that means for Black Widow? And if it does do well, what do you think it means for Black Widow, Steph?
I think that they're not going to keep pushing Black Widow either. So I don't really know how it will affect it. They might change their marketing strategy, I guess, but I don't see it not doing well, honestly. If it doesn't, maybe they try to push it back again, but I think they're getting exhausted by doing that themselves.
I don't see it not doing well either. I just don't.
People are just home and they're craving anything new that makes them feel a little bit more like life is moving forward.
Zeno says, I think Marvel will just delay Black Widow. A lot of people are thinking that. Katie Robinson, the Good Witch, says Colorado is headquarters for conservative focus on the family. What is focus on the family? An organization?
I don't know. Yeah. Or is it like the ideology that's often in the Republican Party?
Look who doesn't know shit about Colorado.
No.
I guess I just do not know shit about Colorado. Speaking of conservatives, sure, fine, good enough of a transition. Seems to be that right now a lot of people are losing their mind, and the way that they're questioning people that are cross-party from them or just any kind of difference from them is by like a little bit bullying. The man who was questioning Sally Yates about Trump and everything that was going on in Russia and who Russia was spying on and who they had intelligence with, like all of these, all of the questions that they had for Sally Yates about this. And this is how it comes out. Like, it's fair for you guys to have questions. It's fair for us to want answers from Sally Yates. But this is what legitimately was asked of her. Do you not like Donald Trump? And she answered it. She was like, I don't really respect the way that he's handling the situation. So, do you despise Donald Trump? But what grade are we in? What grade is
Did she say that, sir?
Yeah. Like, she just said she didn't respect the way that he's handling the situation.
And also, does that have anything to do with a congressional hearing?
I don't know.
If she likes the president or not has nothing to do with how this is sexist to me, because you wouldn't ask a man that because you would know the emotions have nothing to do with how she does her job, his job. And so you're asking if she likes him because you think that would affect her work, which is bullshit.
That was Senator John Kennedy. Bummer. Just like, yeah, it is bullshit. I think it was Ted Cruz, says Noah Denman. No, I'm pretty sure that it was John Kennedy.
Basically, she's confirming once again that FBI was never surveilling Michael Flynn, and this matters because Trump used this as a scapegoat, saying that Michael Flynn was highly followed and investigated and had surveillance all over him, and this is why he's not guilty because Michael Flynn is. And she was like, no, he was never. There was no surveillance under him. So we don't need, that's just not true. You can't disprove that we thought you had a connection with Russia.
This is what, and by the way, you are a blurry ghost right now, Steph. No idea why. What happens? We don't know. This is what Donald Trump tweeted. He said, Sally Yates has zero credibility. She was a part of the greatest political crime of the century. And Obama Biden, one word as he says it, knew everything, all capitals. Sally Yates leaked the General Flynn conversation? ? Ask her under oath. Republicans should start playing the Democrats' game. Okay.
Okay.
So
doesn't even make sense.
Trump's the moron. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, what? What? Wait, I'm bringing you out and I'm pulling you back in. Wish us luck, guys. Can you see her? It's so sad. All right, everybody, we're counting to 3. Do it with me now. Out loud now. 1, 2, 3. That's better.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
What are we gonna do? Me too.
I don't know. Now you're so clear.
Okay. Maybe I'm gonna unplug when we do when we get on the phone with Dorina tonight. I'll unplug everything but my Ethernet cord.
What are the other things that were plugged in?
There's like a Wi-Fi booster and stuff.
Oh,
that's plugged in. So I want to just take out anything that could be taken away from Steph's Wi-Fi.
I know, because like right now you look great, but no idea what. It like slowly decides to deteriorate. We don't know.
The feds are after me.
They are. You know who else they're after?
Who?
Jake Paul.
Who is this man?
Jake and Logan Paul are people that I feel like I never should have known their names. And like, it's unclear why I do, but because I don't think I've ever watched a video of those except for the Suicide Forest video, which I only watched because what the fuck is happening here? I don't know them personally. They might be better people than the internet portrays them to be. Who knows? But Jake Paul was the one who was seen at the mall, whatever that place, it was some kind of mall, looting, or he was around people who were looting. And so some people think that the FBI went to his house to search it to see if he had taken anything. Some people think it's because he's been throwing these massive rager parties. And apparently a lot of COVID cases are tracing back to Jake and Logan Paul's parties. I don't know if you can raid houses for those reasons, though. What do you make of this?
Yeah, I don't really know. There was no information on what the raid was for. I think those are okay speculations. Those very well could have been it. That seems like a really extreme cause for a raid. So I don't know if maybe the party's tied into something else, like if there was some sort of illegal equipment or substances or something in the house.
Apparently, a lot of firearms were found, and he's been known to be very pro gun reform. So people have been talking about that. All of this, by the way, right now is like allegedly, because there's so many different rumors going on. Death Star in the chat says allegedly underage girls at his birthday party. I hadn't seen that at all. Mark Woodvine says those are not federal crimes. I know. I don't know what. I mean, some of the things we're saying are not. I don't know what
firearms would be.
But why can't he have firearms?
If he's an illegal owner of firearms.
But why would he be an illegal owner?
Because you have to have a license to own certain.
So you're saying he doesn't? Maybe.
Yeah. Or if he has any felonies on his record and owns guns, that's a felony.
And they'd be able to raid your house if they had suspicion that you did?
Yeah.
So on March 12th, 2018, Jake Paul tweeted out, gun reform changes we need, in my opinion. Number 1, be at least 21 to buy a gun. Number 2, go through a 6-month minimum course similar to a driver's license course. Number 3, professional mental health evaluation. Number 4, ban gun shows now. Number 5, 30-day wait period after purchase to receive firearm. This would be a very interesting thing for a man who illegally had guns to tweet.
Yeah.
I mean, people are hypocritical all the time, but I don't know. Just imagine during this time with your house being completely raided. This 11 minutes ago from the New York Times, their tweet says the FBI used a SWAT team to enter Jake Paul's mansion in Calabasas on Wednesday and executed a search warrant as part of an investigation. That's like what everybody keeps saying right now. If this was about firearms, why wouldn't they just be saying it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so it must be an yeah, that's true. We will find out soon.
Team was under the house. No arrests were planned. And Mr. Paul was not home at the time. We'll be looking for this. The Mark says they also raided a place in Vegas associated with Jake Paul, and people there were arrested. Eric says seems like Jake Paul was part of a bigger weapons operation. I don't know.
All I know is that from both of their track records, they both display not the best judgment skills. So I am not surprised to see them involved in something illegal.
We just don't know to what extent or what's actually happening.
Yeah.
But I don't think that there would be a raid during this time unless they really legitimately thought they were going to peg him.
Yeah, it's true. They're like really chilling out on
right.
Kind of
like
stuff.
Right now, it's just not the time unless you're like really positive and clear and need to do something quickly.
Yeah.
From what I've seen and heard. Not that I'm a Fed. So, more things to talk about in the world of, well, I guess all the stuff has been. Mulan was fuck yeah. But the Sally Yates thing was fuck no. The Jake Paul thing was fuck no. The Joe Biden thing to me is kind of fuck no. So Biden's not going to the DNC convention, and neither is his team. They are concerned about coronavirus. And this is my problem recently with Biden. It's not that I think he should be going, because obviously he is an elderly gentleman who is incredibly, extremely in a high risk group for COVID. But I'm nervous because he's not speaking often. We're not hearing from him much. And maybe he's just hoping that Trump will dig his own grave with this election. But I feel like right now, Biden's silence is deafening. And him not going to accept the Democratic nomination in, I believe it's Milwaukee. Yeah, in Milwaukee is just another thing that I'm like, so they're going to do it virtually, him accepting it virtually. But I feel like the whole thing should be done then virtually, so it doesn't look like he's not traveling.
Yeah, they should have helped him out and made it look like the whole thing was getting done virtually. I agree with you completely. I think his team is like, lay low, stop talking, because the chance of you saying something that could, the last comment he made about if you're not actually Black, if you don't vote for Democrat, is, I don't even know how you can be of that age and of any age and say that, but whatever. So I think that
one thing on the planet makes you Black, and it's being born Black.
Melanin. Yeah.
Like that's what it is. So like any other statement like this, if you do this, you're not Black. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. I mean, it's so discrediting and gross. But I think that they're just scared that I think they're treating him like Ronald Reagan in his like final years in office, where they're like, you have 2 good days out of the week and we just don't know what days those are. So shh.
Yeah, but now this is the person that we want to be our president. And like,
I know
signing on to him for 4 years is really giving me agita. There's no other option.
Why the vice president, that's why everyone's so invested in his vice president pick, because we know that's going to be kind of the beacon of hope.
How are you feeling now? I know that we've changed our minds throughout, but what are you thinking now is the best option for him?
I'm torn. I think Stacey Abrams is a great option. I do think Elizabeth Warren would be an incredible vice president. So, but I don't know what. I would have to know like the research of the votes, because I think that they have to take that into account. Like, who's more willing to vote if you go Warren or like a Stacey Abrams or a Kamala Harris. But I think he's going to pick Stacey or Kamala.
I think he's going to pick Kamala.
Yeah,
I do. I thought Klobuchar for a while, but with the way that I think it would have already been announced, or not already announced, but already like she would have said something kind of leaked. I think that's going to be Kamala.
Me too.
I really, truly wish in my heart of hearts that Elizabeth Warren was going to be the VP. The president. Oh, yeah. I mean, for sure that. But like, It is what it is.
Yeah, Lee
He just
Warren is a special candidate.
This might be the smartest when the two options, if you're telling me what the two options are number one, he either stays quiet and doesn't put his foot in his mouth, or number two, he is vocal and says something fucking stupid, then I guess I go with number one. I just wish there was a third option, that option being that we had a candidate that we trusted to speak.
Yeah.
Because that's what we need right now. We need somebody who's being vocal, and he can't, I guess, which sucks.
Really sucks.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about UConn. Steph, as my resident D1 athlete friend, UConn's canceling their 2020 football season, probably more places to come. The Pac-12 has been meeting with the players, have been being vocal about some of them not wanting to play, being concerned. A lot of different players, actually, in all different conferences are talking about this, but UConn was like, we are not playing football in the 2020 season. We're canceling the entire season. What do you think about this decision? What do you think about what this means, and how is it are we going to start seeing this constantly? And what would football even look like if we were going to be watching football for colleges, people who are not getting paid in the fall?
Yeah, it's a big bummer. I think that we're seeing in every industry, though, we're going to have to take big hits. I don't think that I think a lot of teams are going to take this decision, do the same decision, and cancel the season as well, because it's just too much of a liability, especially how close of contact all of these sports are that are in question, and like the locker room, everything. You just can't avoid that. There is a spring season for football that they always play, and it's more their practice games. I wonder if they shift and do that. The weather isn't that much different in most areas. I know that will be conflicting with basketball, but we have to make changes. So you have to ask yourself if it's better to combine and just have like a sports mania type of late spring. Like
if we have a vaccine, then.
If we have a vaccine, then yeah. That's what I'm kind of banking on. If we did, that would be phenomenal, because then these kids wouldn't lose a full year of their eligibility. If they do lose this year, I pray the NCAA does one thing good and gives them back this year of eligibility.
You feel like they would, or I feel like they would have to, right? I mean, otherwise they're going to face major lawsuits.
You think that the NCAA is a bag of dicks sometimes?
So what would happen then?
They're so strict about their eligibility. You would just lose the year.
But would they be able to go pro?
Depending what year they are, yeah.
If this was their senior year?
Yeah. Yeah, because I think football, you only need 3 years of college.
Oh, 3?
Yeah.
So what if this was their junior then?
Yeah. I mean, there'll have to be, I hope that they're in communication with the NFL and seeing what they can do, especially for the people that are getting older too.
But do we even hope that? The NFL seems to be just as fucked as the NCAA most of the time. Like,
at least they pay them.
That's true, but they're two of the worst. I don't trust either of them to do the right thing or make the right choice. Literally ever. I'm nervous for these players and these kids. This is the time that could affect the rest of their lives.
I hope that they stay really vocal on social media, and the big schools with kids who have big followings communicate what's going on to the public, or else we won't really know and we can't really be of help. But I think empowering these athletes with their social media, which is one thing that we were never taught when I was in college, but I think is so important.
What were you told?
That we weren't really supposed to do social media. We were scared to post anything because it could have been like a regulation. Like if I posted me eating a peanut butter sandwich before a game, that could be me like convincing you to eat peanut butter sandwiches, and that's against NCAA rules.
Wow. And they talked to you about that?
Yeah. We had serious meetings about eligibility and so people get really scared. And if you see a lot of players in college, they don't post. They're now starting to do things like YouTube pages and get more of. Why do you think
so? Why would they now be doing that?
Oh, because I think the NCAA is losing control, and they know that they have to be more forgiving. I don't know, more relaxed, give kids more freedom to be kids in college and grow their own followings, because that's all they'll have when they leave school.
I just wonder. I wonder if there's like a tide that's turning a little bit here then.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And I'm just extremely concerned because, like, imagine these kids that this is going to be they're intending on this being their livelihood. And this COVID could fuck up their entire future.
Yeah.
Really, really nerve-wracking if decisions aren't made carefully right now. Let us know what you guys think on all of these topics. A lot of fuck no news today. I totally understand that, with UConn canceling football, with Biden, with Sally Yates, with Jake Paul. But also let us know if you're going to be getting Mulan on Disney Plus, all that stuff in the comments. And most importantly, like I said, we are talking World Girls. So before we get out of here today, Steph, what are you looking forward to most tonight, and also for the slate of August? And what are you most nervous about?
I'm so excited that we're just like doing the damn thing with World Girls and gonna be able to build this community of fun fucking Wednesdays where we can all be together and try different stuff and watch us try different stuff and be stupid and act silly together. And then for tonight specifically, I've always been interested in astrology. I do believe everything in this world is connected one way or another. So I'm interested to see what she says, because I believe that.
I am skeptical. I'm the most skeptical of the bunch, I think. I don't know how much is real and how much is not. I do know I really trust Steffi, as I've known her for a while. And it will be interesting to see how I feel after tonight based on what she says. We currently have 289 subscribers. And just to make sure that we're not being confusing, the show tonight will be on this channel. But please go subscribe to that channel, because by our last show in August for our Quarantine Crafts episode, that is our produced IRL World Girls episode, we will be putting that on the channel there. And we're hoping to have 1,000 subscribers at that point. So we have, 3 weeks now to make sure we get 1,000 subscribers over there. So hopefully by tonight's show, we can get to 300 subscribers. We'll definitely give it a shout out there. If you guys have questions for Steffi about, I don't know, Steph, Dorina, and my future and our charts and our signs and whatever it is, make sure you're asking that in the Streamlabs for the World Girls, streamlabs.com/the World Girls. Oh, what a mouthful I'm giving you guys right now, but it's right here. Get those questions in early so we can make sure that Steffi looks into them. That's the YouTube, that's the Streamlabs. I'm really excited for this one. I'm actually excited for all of them. I'm really excited for the next one too, where we're doing the basic advice, ask us anything, because we love doing that with you guys. The spelling bee, I'm super nervous about. Very nervous. Super nervous about. Joseph Ashley, who's asking what's happening to this channel with the World Girls channel going on. Nothing's happening to this channel. The World Girls just will not be on this channel anymore. It will be there. This will still be live at the Roxy, and anything else that I'm doing. So pretty much the same. Is Jesse Williams in my future? Great question. I love him. He's so hot. He dyed his hair blue. Did you see?
No.
It looks so hot.
You like it?
Oh, it looks so good, Steph. All right, getting out of here. Steph, where can everybody keep up with you in the meantime?
At Steph Sabraw, and then tonight at 6 p.m. PST right here.
This is my shimmy. 290 for the World Girls. What? Woo! Love you guys lots. Stay safe. I would say see you tomorrow, 1 p.m. live at the Roxy, but I better fucking see you guys tonight, 6 p.m. live here on this channel for the World Girls. Give astrology a whirl. It's gonna be a doozy, and hopefully we don't get just completely crapped on in our lives.
Oh gosh. No, we won't.
All right, love you guys lots. See you tonight.